Well, we're back here at Cue the Music Festival 2012. I'm delighted to be joined by Tim Minchin. Tim, thank you very much for joining us.
Hello, Johnny.
Firstly, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. Yeah. Oh, there's my phone. That's very professional. Hey!
Who's that, Tim?
That's my friend,
That's right.
Heather from Perth, who I haven't seen in years.
Coming tonight?
She's here now, yeah.
Fantastic.
She's going to come with me on the golf buggy to see the gardens.
You get golf buggies.
I get golf buggied,
Now,
yeah.
that means you're very high up on the talent roster.
There comes a point in your career where there's a general industry-wide assumption that...
Absolutely. I think buggy's the way forward.
Yeah. Buggery's the way forward?
No. Buggy.
Oh, buggy.
Buggies.
Buggy.
Naughty.
Cute.
Early as well. Tim, quickly, we must make reference to it.
Yeah.
Have you brought the sunshine from Australia today?
Well,
where has this sun come
I wish I was
from?
so blessed, because I actually am in England quite a lot, and my magic's not working this year. But this is weird, isn't it? I hope it goes all week. I've got outdoor gigs all week.
Have you? Whereabouts are you going on to?
Well, I've got, where am I tomorrow? I don't know.
Oh, you've got, that's detail.
Oh, Henley tomorrow.
Hey, nice, not far.
And Somerset House on Saturday.
Oh, very
yeah,
nice.
they're all close
Good
by.
ones.
And then South Bank on Sunday, and then back to LA on Monday.
Fantastic. Is LA where you're based, Tim?
No, LA is where I'm making telly.
Making
and I'm
telly?
basically going LA to UK most weeks. I'm like an environmental nightmare.
You're like Simon Cowell.
The whole,
kind of back and forth.
I'm almost exactly like Simon Cowell. Basically, the entire Kew Gardens wouldn't be able to create enough oxygen to offset the damage I'm doing to the environment.
Well, we'll talk about that seed we're going to name after you later. But Tim, just quickly, a serious question.
Yeah.
When you were starting out, did
Yeah.
you feel you had to make a choice between comedy or music, rock and roll, or did you feel from the outset you could combine the two?
Well, I wasn't a comedian until I was 30, so I was a musician actor for 10 years, struggling away, playing in all sorts of bands, and I wrote weird things that I guess were funny, but it wasn't ever a choice. Basically, I started focusing on my satirical songs and doing some talky bits in between, and everyone started coming to my shows, so comedy chose me. Act and still do concerts that are satirical, but they're getting more and more just like concerts,
Well, and big ones as well, because with the
Sometimes.
Heritage Orchestra,
Yeah.
55 piece at the O2, what was that like?
It was awesome, yeah. I mean, that project was amazing. It's hard to know what to do after it, mind you. And because I've been focusing on writing and now acting and stuff, I haven't written any new comedy material since then, barring one or two things. So really what I'm doing with my live stuff this year is trying to reinvent the vibe, so I'm playing with horn sections in some gigs, and tonight I'm just playing with a four-piece kind of rock outfit and just mixing it up.
I mean, that's perfect music, isn't it? I mean, that's the beauty of it, doing little intimate things and then doing things on bigger scale. Absolutely.
Yeah. And also it's great for me because more so than stand-ups, I can regurgitate my material and people don't mind so much.
Yeah. Well, that's the beauty. That's the beauty.
Yeah.
And then finally, one honour, of course, you're being... Is that it? Are we done?
That's it.
That is summer, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Hope you surfed.
Yeah, indeed. Just one final thing, Tim.
Yeah.
An honour is being bestowed on you because a seed here at Kew is being named after you.
Yeah,
How do you feel about that?
I feel, I mean, I'm flattered. A seed has so much potential. I haven't yet found.
Steady, I know where you're going with that.
I'm just about to meet the horticulturalist, I think, and I don't know what sort of plant it is. I assume when someone names a seed after you, it's the result of some kind of splicing or some sort of invention, unless they've discovered one, but I doubt that's the case, that they've discovered a new seed at Kew. So I'm looking forward to knowing what the hell it's all about.
Fantastic.
It better grow into something incredibly beautiful.
Well, with your genetics behind
honestly,
it, where else is it going to go?
The Minchin tree will have to be an aesthetic wonder.
Fantastic. Tim Minchin, thank you very much.
Very
and
nice.
That concludes us our little chat with Tim backstage. He'll, of course, be live out front very shortly. Loving the camera, by the way.
Thank you.
Does that work?
It's a
He just took a photo of
It's a Polaroid land camera. They
Well,
don't make this
have you
stuff
just taken a
anymore.
Polaroid of the camera crew?
Look,
That is
there it
good.
Isn't that good?
Look at that. Very impressive.
Isn't that good?
That is incredible.
Nineteen-
Where did you pick that up?
Well, I've had it for years.
Yeah.
Polaroid is now defunct.
Right.
So
Of course.
I had to stockpile this film.
Yeah.
But,
And you take it wherever on tour and keep
Well,
it.
yeah, but like at the airport today, I had a big.
And on a more serious note,
Yes.
your vision when you started out, what were your plans for the band? And have you exceeded expectations?
There were no plans. I mean, I was wearing cocktail dresses and we were doing covers of, you know, I Dream of Jeannie, and it was very campy, actually. And so
it's
we
still
were,
a little
you know,
bit campy.
We
I mean,
just,
were the kind of lounge singers of yesteryear an inspiration, or was it the movie themes? What
yeah,
was
you know, I mean, the idea was to actually, we started out playing at political fundraisers.
Yeah.
So it's for like progressive causes, like there's a lot.
And including the
lot.
biggest party in town, you played the Oscars, I'm right in saying, is that right?
Yes.
That must have been fun.
You know, I mean, Hollywood is ridiculous.
And long may it continue. Gentlemen, just finally, one final question. Can you give the audience a sneak preview of what they might expect tonight?
Is that what they're
Is that
going
what
to
they're gonna
growling,
get?
snarling?
We're gonna
get that.
Right, we're backstage here at Cue the Music Festival 2012. I'm delighted to be joined by Francis Rossi of Status Quo. Francis, firstly, thank you very much for joining us here.
Delighted.
Have you ever been to Cue before?
No.
Well, we're backstage here at Cue the Music 2012. I'm delighted to be joined by Narina Palo. Narina, thank you very much for coming down to Cue. Have you been to Cue before?
I have, yeah, many times as a visitor. And
Now, is Australia pleasure or is it work?
it's pleasure, actually. Yeah, it's my
Do a couple of
family.
gigs if they
I
come up,
might
perhaps?
do. Yeah, I haven't played a show in Australia for.
And Narina, finally, you must be delighted with Year of the Wolf, critically acclaimed. It sold really, really well. You must be absolutely thrilled with the album.
Yeah, it feels like a really long time ago. I feel like I've got to get.
Narina, thank you very much indeed. We'll look forward to seeing you out there.
Thank you.
So that concludes that interview with Narina. She'll be out on stage very shortly for Cue the Music 2012. Christina, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
And it's been a real pleasure to have Christina here at Cue the Music all week, and you'll be seeing her very shortly. So, we're back here at Cisco Live 2013 at the Excel Centre. I'm delighted to be joined by Rick Parfit Sr. from Status Quo and Little Rick Parfit.
Which one are you? You're the...
I'm from the RPG.
You're Little
band.
Rick.
From the RPJ band, quite right. Rick, tell me, what's it like performing with your own son at work? It's a fantastic experience, isn't it?
Well, it's wonderful. I mean, it's first and foremost, it's different for me, you know, because I've done one thing for so many years with the band. Different.
And Rick, what's it like to play with Father? Of course, I remember that gig we all did back at Café de Paris, 10 years
Yeah, a long
ago?
time
Seems
ago,
a long
really.
time ago. I mean, it's great to be in this environment.
It's a great thing. Obviously, I'm very lucky in that I've obviously got some of the best session musicians in the country.
And from a father's perspective, Rick, what's it like having, over the last 10 years, seeing your son develop to become the artist he is today?
Oh, it's fantastic. I mean, he has superseded everything that I thought that he could do. When I went and saw him live, I don't know how long ago it was for the first time, where I thought, wow, this is good.
And-
Blow my nose.
And 2013, Rick,
Yes.
it's quite a busy year. There's a film,
Yeah.
more touring as well.
Yeah.
Tell me about the film.
Well, it's a sort of a caper. We got 2 movies out, actually.
Two movies?
Yeah, there's one already out called Hello
Quo.
Quo. Thanks for reminding me of that. And there's another one coming out in July, I think it is, the old red carpet job it lets us wear, called Bulla Quo. It started with guitars and ended with guns.
Rick Parfit Jr., thank you very much for not only joining us here, but also performing tonight
Hey,
on
pleasure.
the main
Yes.
stage behind
Come
us
on.
Let's
in an
rock.
hour's time or so. Let's rock,
rock.
indeed. Thank you very much indeed.
Just give people an idea of what your role is on commentary.
That's a very, very good question. I think first and foremost, it's to stop you going insane
Yes,
over
there
the
is
course
that.
of the summer.
Yeah.
Secondly, I guess it's to provide some professional insight into the situation, something I don't think I've ever achieved. And thirdly, to provide a gentle narrative alongside your good self.
Highlights so far of commentary?
I was thinking about this morning. I think it must be the 2 world records now that we've sat in on and missed.
Yes, yes. Don't tell too many people
No,
that.
no, but I think the world record for the 40 over game last year, which was spectacular, which was what, 396, I think, in 37 overs, something along those lines. And to be honest, yesterday the power and display of Napier, I think those are the 2 highlights.
Just to explain what Johnny Barron means by missed, is Johnny Barron is the stats man. So he's meant to have all the world records up his sleeve.
Well, That's the general idea.
Not a clue, did we? Really? Well, we had an inkling yesterday that Napier was getting close to something special.
Well, it happened so quickly. He went from 9 to 16 sixes in the space of 8 minutes in 12 balls. It's quite difficult to anticipate because a lot of people have scored 9 or 10 sixes in innings. That's happened throughout the course of
You see what's happening here? He's already commentating and we haven't even started. Mr. Johnny Barron. JB, good afternoon to you. First question has to be, what was your highlight of the year from a Surrey point of view?
I think really the highlight for me was the run-in, both with the performance in the CB40 and those 4 back-to-back wins in the Championship. It was just an incredible way to finish the season. Every day we came in, there was something, you know, massive riding on the occasion, the session, ball by ball. It was a fantastic finish to the season, and it.
Jamie Morrison, the skipper, does have it and has the line of the ball here. There's no Jamie Morrison, as you might expect from the Great Britain captain.